So I'm cooking chicken. See, I told you, and it smells really good, you know. So then you could say, what's the point of guilt? It serves no purpose. You're right. It doesn't. My mom sounded a little bit better. That's good, right? I ordered this online. It came with one of those ClickBank things where they get you, but I ordered some interesting shit for real cheap, okay, really cheap. In fact, they gave me a discount. It went down to like $10. The other one was a little bit more, and they're things on how to. They just seemed really good. About how women could get lean and having to do with the ends. I don't know. I forget, but it was called the Venus system. I told you about it. It didn't cost that much. And then this other one gives me a whole bunch of tonics and drinks and stuff to you know. So it will definitely help with weight loss. You know, I don't arbitrarily order everything. Okay, there's certain things, and these were really interesting to me. The same with that drink, which, as you can say, organic and non-GMO. Okay, so anyhow, this is the other camera, so it's not going to be as good. It's a crapshoot with this camera, but the one we just did 2 videos, it has to charge now, doesn't it? So you can either get this camera or get no camera. And also, all my food's over there, which means you don't get a lamp either. So it's not going to be the greatest video. But, so what? Anyhow. I was going to say, rejection! I couldn't think of the fucking word. I'm like, what? He rejected me, okay? Now again, this was back in 2013. It might have had something to do with that guy that I can't remember exactly. But remember, I did a whole bunch of videos on this. You guys who are new don't know this. You know, there's so many videos. There's over 10,000 videos out there, okay? But my mom goes into a mental hospital after her sister passed away. My mom couldn't handle it, okay? Or no, it wasn't even. It was her sister. It was her sister had cancer. Her sister hadn't yet passed away, I don't think. Anyway, but she meets a guy in there, and I have to welcome him into my life, my home. You can say, well, this is your mom's home. Bingo! Now you know why I had no choice. But am I smarter than my mom? A million times smarter. Sorry, but I am. I had to welcome this guy into my home, but not only did I have to welcome him into my home, I had to put up with him putting me down because my mom was kind of acting up about something, and this guy was like, you know, oh, you're just giving your mom a hard, it was something ridiculous that I had a right to give my mom a hard time about, okay? But he gets to come into my life and tell me off like he's been in her life forever. And she met him in a fucking mental hospital just recently. I'm laughing because it's ludicrous, okay? That could have been something that upset me, that I thought I could share with this guy that I've been having a back and forth with via my personal ad, okay? Again, you have to understand, this wasn't I didn't show my anger right away. This was something that this was a back and forth for a while, probably a couple, maybe a month. I mean, it was a while. It wasn't, I hadn't just met him. Plus, he's someone who would be willing to go to the movies with me and rub my legs up and down in the movies. So he already has that going for him, that he's willing to do that, you know. Not get sexual, but be a little naughty in public in the movie theater, okay? We were going to sit in the way back and we were going to go during the fucking day, okay? Day. Just like Mom and I, we could go to the movies during the day, okay? Just like I met Foot Guy at 10:30 in the morning at the mall, okay? So when I had my feet in his face, in his mouth, and rubbing him, whatever, it was 12 o'clock. It was the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday. But the next time when that mall cop gave us a hard time, The guy was just being a jerk. He didn't want to do any adventure. I'm like, why don't we just go to a different part of the... no. He's just being a dud. He was just being a jerk, okay? I should have never had anything to do with him again. But I did, and I expected to get the same guy I was attracted to, not Grizzly Adams, and, you know. So, anyhow. This guy... He didn't want to admit it. He got aloof with me. He got like, whatever. I'm smart. I'm like, you didn't suddenly change your mind. Please just tell me the truth so I can know. He finally admitted it. Yeah, you turned me off. Okay. And again, 35 pounds thinner. And he didn't want to, I turned him off with my anger. So I didn't get to, I didn't get to have my little rendezvous at the movie theater with him. My little safe touching. Safe, keyword safe. Okay? Didn't get to do it. And it was disappointing, but oh well. He wasn't a choir boy. He had said some things to me that he wasn't a choir boy. I'm not even talking to just about the fact that he was going to be willing to rub my legs up and down in the movie theater. Right? I'm talking about that I forget exactly, but there were things that he said that made me think he was cool, and that I could get angry about something going on in my life and share it with him, and he wasn't going to be turned off, but he was big time turned off, and he ended things with me. He was probably, I was 44, something like that. He was in his 30s. He wasn't a kid. Regardless, even if he was, I forget how old he was. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell? Now that's his right. I didn't hate him for it. I was kicking myself. You better fucking believe I was kicking myself. You know, but it felt like I was mad at him. I was sharing an angry thing. That I was angry and pissed off and swearing. I was mad at something that had happened. Whatever it was. I don't remember exactly. But whatever it was, this guy got scared or just turned off, and he admitted it to me. And I'm thinking, all right, whatever, you know, whatever. I did like him. Like I said, he was attractive enough and he was writing interesting shit, okay? I flashed forward and there was this guy, I did a back and forth with him for a month, and it was so fucking boring. It was just beyond boring. I don't even know why I kept it up. Just for the hell of it. It was boring. I guess I was waiting for him to get more exciting. He never did. He never did. He passed my initial criteria. It's not like I was really, really attracted to him, but he was okay. And I waited for him to get more exciting, to say anything exciting. Even to say we should meet somewhere, nothing. Like, what was the point? At the end I ended it, and I'm like, I don't see the point to this. What are you even getting out of this? What is the point? It's not going anywhere. It's, you know, I said that to him. I'm thinking, why? What are you getting out of this? I'm getting nothing, but what are you getting out of it, you know? It was ridiculous. So, anyhow. And the very first, when I first got out of that shelter, when I started doing the person lads, there was this one guy who I really liked. There was a back and forth for a whole month. I was really attracted to him, really liked him, and in the end, he disappeared. Because remember, whenever any of us are doing this, we're not just dealing with one, you know, he disappeared. He probably found a woman he liked better, and, you know, and that was okay. But that other guy owed me an explanation because we had plans to go to it was set up. It was going to be soon. So, you know, I fucked it up. Oh, well. Right? I fucked it up for myself. I'm only telling you that story pretty much to make a point, okay? This was 7 years ago, 40, almost 40 pounds ago, okay? So you don't, I've had guys before here or there, like I said, that guy in California. Well, it doesn't matter if you're nuts, it doesn't matter if you're crazy, if you're attractive. Yeah, it actually does. It does. I'm not gonna, but now, anyway, remember, that was back when I was still, at least, not being, I got over the whole Donald thing and not allowing it to cause me to be dead inside, so to speak. But then, look what happened. All the fucking shit that happened since I got to Massachusetts 8 years ago. So it doesn't ever end. It doesn't end, people. It doesn't end. It just doesn't end. And Selena recognized it. Forget what she said. I told you guys one time what she said, though. Pretty much what I'm saying. It just doesn't end. Some of you might know that one thing she said when she was saying back when my mom was just going, the whole thing with her sister and the back and forth, and then my mom's back in my life, but she's still not living here, and the whole thing with you're on a, what'd she say? Some of you know that. I said it out here. Something. You're on something of dysfunction and like straight out of the Twilight Zone, straight out of One Flew Out of the Cuckoo's Nest, but you already know that. You're on a merry-go-round of something. Now I can't remember what the fuck she said. It was brilliant. It was like, you're on a... I said it out here, though. I said it. Okay? She said other stuff too. She's like, that just sums up what I've said. It just never ends. I can't catch a break, okay? Anyhow. And then you can coldly say, you should have just left. You should have, well, but set aside the fact I had nowhere to go. Whenever I even would talk about leaving, my mom would cry and beg me not to leave her, okay? But I also had nowhere to go, so it just, whatever. Wish I could remember that quote that Selena said. I did say it out here, though. I just don't remember it. I have it written down somewhere. Remember, I've been saving all my texts. Unless they're stupid. All the texts I send and all the texts that people send to me. Particularly ones like that. I put them on my camera and then I put them online. As Joe said some really insightful things to me, so did Selena. rejected me when we were all set. It was going to happen like that weekend or something. Come on out. Out. He rejected me like that. Out, Omar. Out of my room. Out. Are you going in the cage? Get out. Get out. Get out of my room. Oh. He rejected me like that is solid proof that what that guy had said in California, and he was someone I was just chit-chatting with via Craigslist. He wasn't any, I think I had written to him something. It wasn't anything like a hookup or anything like that. I forget, but sometimes there are guys that, you know, Craigslist. Craigslist has things where you can be friends with somebody or compete, you know, they're not looking for anything. And I used to read ads, and some of them would intrigue me, you know. But that guy, he was talking about that. He's like, well, I see a lot of, but again, it was California too. So he's like, I see a lot of men, and they're with the nuttiest women ever, and they're attractive women, and the guys don't care that they're nuts. All right, well, whatever, because my nuttiness, my anger came through in just a stupid message to this guy. I was venting to somebody I thought would be able to handle it, that wouldn't, and he rejected me. He had liked me up to that point, and then he said no. And I didn't get what I wanted, so I kind of sucked. It also blows out of the water what that guy had said on Craigslist back in California too. Although I'm sure he said it because in his experience, that's what he found. But also, it was California, it was Hollywood, it was whatever, and you know, probably he was telling the truth in his experience. And he's like, I see a lot of men with the nuttiest women, then the men don't care because the women are attractive, you know. Because I was telling him that, yeah, I might be attractive, but I'm nuts. Again, this wasn't a potential suitor or anything. I don't forget. We were back and forth email friends or something for a little bit of time. I don't know. Ugh. I'm not going to dance. I'm going to load up the dishwasher. It needs to be loaded up. I have my glasses on too. I need... So yeah, my mom sounded a little bit better. I got to talk to her. At least they picked up the phone. I told her church woman was very, very nice to me. driving me home from the grocery store. Yeah. Church woman does not hold a grudge. She just doesn't. But again, you can even ask Selena, when I got upset with church woman, I was totally justified. Okay? I told the church woman off, and then, but I did it. I kind of didn't do it like really badly. She just knew. I was like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. You're wrong. But if someone's willing, like she drove me home, I would have had to walk like 7 miles or more, or whatever. I don't know, that time. And there was nowhere to go to the bathroom. Remember when I went to sign that paperwork in the nursing home? I told you. I called church woman just to say, did you know my mother has been getting up without, they didn't bother to tell me. And she's like, oh yeah, I just talked to you. And then she asked me, where are you? I said, I'm walking home and I'm going to have to deal with peeing myself. And she offered me a ride. Okay? I didn't ask her. I wouldn't ask her. And after that, she said, if you ever need to go to the grocery store, blah, blah, whatever. So that's the only reason I called her on Saturday. Okay? She is like that. It's a very endearing quality. It just, I can't give you the details, okay? But trust me, Selena was right on board with me that the way churchwoman was behaving, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with her ever again. And I wouldn't have had anything to do with her if, all this shit hadn't happened. The shit I'm trying to pretend is not happening. Because I personally think that's the way to do it. And again, my people, Jay Hayes, Kelly Brogan, all of them, Jonathan from Natural Health, they would say the same thing. Don't just have it be your life where you're just in front of the TV constantly and then you're filled with fear and you start overeating and all this crap, or drinking too much, or doing drugs, or all of that. So I'm aware of it, obviously. Every time I go out and I see people in masks and I go to the store and I have to wear a mask, but I'm not letting it consume my life. You get it? And I'm entertaining you guys, right? So not letting it consume your life doesn't mean you're in denial that it's happening. You're just kind of, I'm doing exactly what my natural health people are saying to do. Don't let it consume your life. Try to still have structure, still exercise, which, as you guys know, I still power walk now that it's nicer weather. It's not nice out today. And pretty soon it'll probably be nice out a lot, often. I started watching that Netflix show, The Hollywood, over again, because I didn't really pay attention to it the first time. And I'm sure the things that it's saying happened. My common sense tells me, I don't know about the gas station thing. I think that's too out in the open. Police would be aware of that. I think that's too out in the open. But this one guy wants, and then they're calling him Rock Hudson. So they're trying to make references to whatever. I still don't know where it takes place, but he's going to get an agent. Okay, the agent is played by the guy from Big Bang Theory, by the way. The one that, Sheldon, that guy, whatever his name is. But anyway, he's going to get an agent. He's gay, okay? The agent is like, I spotted you a mile away. I know you're gay. So he's just sitting there all innocent, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to sign you, but we need to change your name. We need to change your looks. I'm going to teach you. I could spot you a mile away. I'm going to teach you how to, no one knows you're homosexual. I'm going to, you're vulnerable, so women will, men won't be intimidated by you, but women and cis boys will fantasize about having sex with you, or you having sex with them. And then at the very end, out of the blue, he goes, all right, there's just one final thing. Drop your drawers, I want to suck your cock. And this guy is like in shock. He's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, and the agent, he's an agent. He's like, that's just my thing. If you think you're gonna walk in here from backwoods Missouri or whatever, and whatever. He's like, go leave. There's a dozen of you, whatever. And then anyhow. But I'm sure stuff like that happened all the time. That'll catch anyone off guard, you know, because he just says it out of the blue. You know what I mean? So of course it has a lot of, sex in it and whatnot. Not that it's Netflix. It's not showing anything, not really. Netflix doesn't show stuff. Actually, I've watched Netflix. Netflix will have movies that show stuff. I don't know. I guess when it's a show like this, they don't want to show anything explicit. They want people to watch the show and not get turned off by explicit stuff. I don't know. It hasn't shown anything, so maybe it will. I don't know. It's interesting anyway. Move! Go! Put water on you. I'm going to put water on you. Move. Go. Go. I'm going to have to put him back in the cage. Come here. In the cage.